Warriors. All right, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, November 18th, here at Peaceful Warriors Wellness Center in downtown St. Petersburg, where we help people feel better, move better, and be better at everything you do through therapeutic massage, corrective exercising, stretching, reflexology, and many more. We can be found online at www.peacefulwarriorswellness.com. You can call us on the phone at 727-822-8866. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30, I do a live stream and go through some stretching and exercising. And I'm going to do that with you here today. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Please like and share so other people can benefit from it as well. Spread that message of health and wellness and taking care of the only body that you'll ever have. So we do a great job, many of us, of taking care of our homes, because that's a very major expense in our life, our cars, and we have multiple of each of those usually through our lives. You only get one body. You'll spend much more taking care of it than you will anything else in your life. Please give it the time, effort, and energy that it deserves through proper nutrition, water, exercise, sleep. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Please find yourself a rope, a strap, a belt, something that you can hold on to that doesn't have any elasticity to it. This is a great strap. I sell these here in the office. It's called a stretch out strap. You can also buy it online. I like the fact that it has pre-sewn in loops. All right, let's go ahead and reach up overhead. Just stretch and open up the body. Come up onto your toes maybe. Just reach for the ceiling or sky. Start off our day. Relax. Let's go ahead and do one more of those. I'm happy to announce that I've lost about 20 pounds in the last month and a half since I started paying attention to it and making a concerted effort to do something different. So I'm pretty happy about that. My blood pressure is lower as well, and I'm going to guess my cholesterol is lower. Won't know until I get blood work done early next year. All right, hands up overhead. We're going to do a left side bend. We're going to lean over to the left. Remember to breathe. We're holding each of these stretches for about 2 seconds. Back up. Good. Over to the right. Good. Arms at shoulder height out in front of you. Let's rotate our chest to the left. All the way around to the right. Slowly rotating back and forth. Opening up, lubricating the spine, the vertebrae, the discs in between each vertebrae. Get the body ready for the day. All right, next we're going to start to open up the shoulders. So arm overhead, strap behind your back. Reach back here with your left hand. We're going to let that rope or strap go through your fingertips. Reach between your shoulder blades. Use the strap to add to the stretch. Good. Now we want to reach back behind us with our right hand to the belt line. Strap goes over the left shoulder. We're going to reach up between our shoulder blades using the offhand to assist. Reaching with the right, assist at the top with the left. Good. The next stretch we're going to do is to rotate the shoulder. And what you want to do is you want to take that strap behind your elbow, put your arm at 90 degrees at the elbow here. We're going to rotate our shoulder, which will move our hand and forearm through space, and reach back as far as we can. Use the strap to assist. A lot of people have a condition called rounded shoulders, and these stretches will help correct that and bring the shoulders back into alignment. A little bit later, we're going to do some exercises that are going to help strengthen the muscles between the shoulder blades, and the combination of opening and stretching these muscles and strengthening the opposing muscles will make a huge difference in the way you feel, reduce the tension on your muscles and your nerves. I'm reaching down between my shoulder blades with my left hand, just like I did with the right. Reach. Try to scratch that itch between your shoulder blades that you always have a hard time getting to. Good. Now it's a little bit lower, that itch. So we're going to reach up from the bottom instead of from the top. Assist over the right shoulder. Good. Shoulder rotation. Reach back behind you with that left hand. Reach. Rotate the shoulder. Perfect. Take that strap around your neck for a second. Find yourself a spot on the wall or pole or whatever you have. Put your palm flat on the wall, fingers pointing behind you. Step forward with your left foot, and now sit into a little bit and rotate away from the wall, using your arm as a lever to help stretch the top of your pec muscle. All right, let's turn around and do the other side. Left hand, palm flat on the wall. Step forward with your right. Rotate your chest away. Come on back. That feels so good. All right, next we're going to engage in a few stretches of the head and neck. Okay? This is very important also for the muscles that attach to the base of the skull. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to curl one vertebrae at a time, our chin down to our sternum, our chest bone. Okay? Reach up with one hand and use the weight of your hand on the crown of your head to assist. Nice and slow. Again, one bone in your neck at a time until your chin is on your chest. Okay? Next, we're going to reach up with our right hand, and we're going to use our neck to pull our ear towards our shoulder, and the weight of our hand is there just to help add a little bit of stretch to the left side of the neck. Let's go over to the left side, stretching the right side of the neck. Great, now we're going to do some head and neck rotation. We're going to turn our head to the left. Use your left hand on your chin, your right hand on the crown, and assist. Let's go to the right. Right hand on the chin, left hand on the crown. How many people out there, maybe even you, have a hard time checking your blind spots without turning your chest to see over your shoulder when you're driving, right? Very, very dangerous. You definitely want to be able to keep and maintain that head and neck rotation so that you can actually look to the left and right without having to turn your whole body to see, okay? All right, let's go ahead and have a seat. And lay back on your back. We're going to take the strap around the ball of the right foot. We're going to do some stretches utilizing the leg that will help open up the hips and the lower back. Leg straight towards the same shoulder. All right, strap around the inside of the ankle and underneath the calf. What that's going to do is rotate your toes to the inside. Now we're going to use the muscles in your hips to pull your leg towards your nose and use the strap to assist. Good. Take the strap from underneath your calf. Let's go around the outside of the ankle and underneath the calf. If you have any questions about any of this, if any of this is too fast or doesn't make sense to you, what I'm telling you, please feel free to call us, and I'll call you back and walk you through it. Maybe even do a video call with you or Zoom or something like that, and make sure that you're doing it right. Okay? Be glad to do that for you. So the strap is around the outside of the ankle. It's going to turn your toes to the outside. Now we're going to lift that leg towards the left shoulder. Right leg towards the left shoulder. All right, good job. Straighten out both legs. Now we're going to lift the right leg just high enough to bring across the top of the left leg. Keep your hips on the floor and scissor across. You're going to stretch the outside of the right hip. We're going to do 3 of each of these exercises, and there's 3 different angles. The first one is just above the opposite leg. Now we're going to lift that leg towards 45 degrees and across. Again, keep the hips flat. Now you want to lift your legs to 90 degrees or as close to 90 degrees as you're able to get. There you go. Now we're going to take the strap out from underneath the calf, go around the inside of the ankle and back under the calf again. This time we're going to take that right leg, keeping it straight, and spread it all the way out to the right as far as you can. Use the strap at arm's length to assist with the stretch. This is stretching the groin muscles on the right side. Perfect. Bend your left knee, take your right ankle and set it on top of that knee. Undo your strap for a moment, just set it to the side. Reach up with your right hand behind the knee. Bring that leg, your thigh, as close to your chest as you can. Using your left hand on your shin or your foot, pull that foot, your right foot, towards your left shoulder. It's one of my favorite stretches. Good. Now we're going to do the same series of stretches on the left leg that we just did on the right. Strap around the ball of the foot, straighten that leg, lift that leg towards the left shoulder, left leg towards the left shoulder. Good. Strap around the inside of the ankle, under the calf. Now we're going to go towards the nose. Now around the outside of the ankle, and we're going to lift that leg towards the right shoulder, left leg towards the right shoulder. Here we go. Good job. Straighten out that right leg. We're going to lift the left leg just above the right and scissor across. Strap should be in your right hand, assisting at the end of the stretch. Up to 45-degree angle with your leg. Scissor across. Keep your hips flat on the floor. Good. Up to 90 degrees, or as close as you can get. Great. Take that strap out from underneath the calf, around the inside of the ankle, and under the calf again. This time we're going to straighten out that left leg, and we're going to pull that left leg out to the left as far as we can, stretching those groin muscles. Bend that right knee, take your ankle and set it on that right knee. You can take your strap and toss it to the side, you're done with that. Take your left hand underneath the knee and bring that thigh as close to your chest as you can. Reach up with your right and use your shin as a lever. Pull that left foot towards your right shoulder. Wonderful. All right, we're going to do one more stretch. We're going to come up to your hands and knees. Keep your left knee on the floor. Step forward with your right foot. There we go. One of the hazards of doing things in pants is they're not always as open and easy to move as they would be in shorts, but these are a great pair of loose pants. So you want to make sure you're wearing something loose, pair of sweats or shorts or something like that. All right, so you'll notice that my heel is out in front of where my knee is. I'm going to push forward with my hips, bringing my foot flat, keeping my body straight up and down. The goal is to stretch the front of the left hip. So you want to feel that across the front of this hip. As you push forward with your hips, sit in that for a couple seconds, push back out of it. Now, there's nothing magical about me doing 3 reps. Please, if any of these stretches are very helpful, feel really good, or areas that you need to improve your range of motion, do 10 reps, okay? Let's go ahead and switch sides. Right knee down, left foot forward. Push forward with your hips. Keep your body upright and facing forward. Remember to breathe. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and engage in a few exercises so we can help correct posture and relieve pain. Okay? I'm going to start off with dead bugs is what they're called. They should be dying bugs instead because dead bugs don't move. Dying bugs do. So you're on your back. You want to create a little bit of space in the small of your back. So between your shoulder blades and your hips, you want a little bit of air between you and the floor. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is lift your arms up over your shoulders. Lift your feet up off the floor. And let's move our arms and legs together. And make sure you maintain that little bit of space underneath the small of your back. Lower back. This is a great core exercise. This is a very easy, basic exercise that anybody can do some of. If it starts to get too much for you, set your feet down, your arms down, take a couple breaths and come back up. The more often you do this, the longer you'll be able to do it. The more stable your core will become, the less pain and aggravation you'll have in your lower back. And if anybody out there has lower back pain or knows someone that has lower back pain, you've either felt or seen them really kind of suffer and move very awkwardly. They have a really hard time just with normal, simple tasks, picking things up off the floor, for example, trying to pick up their kids or their grandkids, okay? So strengthening the core is one of the most important things you can do for yourself in maintaining your health, your posture, and avoiding or relieving pain. All right, so those are dead bugs. Please do them every single day, and for those of you that need it, maybe a couple times a day for short periods, okay? The next exercise that we're going to do is going to be to help strengthen the glutes. Most people tend to have very weakened glutes. They take a very short step stride. They're kind of just shuffling, and that's because these muscles are not firing like they should. So another very easy, basic exercise that anybody can do, some of, is a hip press. So with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, you're going to lift your hips towards the ceiling. You can either hold it or you can do reps. If you're going to do reps, I recommend that you really control the decline of your hips back to the floor, keeping your belly tight. And as soon as your hips touch the floor, I want you to exhale and lift to the ceiling. Hold it for a couple seconds and start to let it come back down. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips. All right. Easy and basic. Doable. Okay. And effective. Very effective. So strengthen your core, strengthen your glutes. The next exercise that we're going to do, we're going to roll over onto our stomachs. These are called belly angels. Belly angels. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay on your belly, bring your nose down towards the floor, put your arms in what would look like a field goal post. So your arms are at the same level as your shoulder, and bent at the elbow at 90 degrees, palms flat on the floor. And what you're going to do is you're going to inhale. As you exhale, lift your chest, head, and arms up off the floor. Hold that for a couple seconds. Slowly bring yourself back down. Inhaling, exhale, and lift. This is a very important exercise for people that have rounded shoulders, people that have a lot of neck and shoulder pain, stress, okay, spend a lot of time driving, a lot of time at the computer or on their tablets, their laptops. This is designed to help strengthen the muscles that are on the other side of the body from the ones that we stretched earlier. So you stretch one set of muscles and open those up. You strengthen the opposing set of muscles, and it brings those bones and joints back into balance. Nerves are able to travel along the designed pathways and work more efficiently, resulting in less pain and discomfort. Now, I have been asked, well, Scott, those are great. Belly Angels are awesome. They really are helping me. But what can I do while I'm in my office? Sitting at the desk that doesn't require me to get down on the floor, where everybody's going to be looking at me funny and wondering what I'm doing, or coming over and asking if I'm okay or if I've been hurt. Okay? So a great way to do a very similar exercise that you can do anywhere, as long as you have enough room for your wingspan. Okay? Take your arms out to shoulder height, palms facing the sky. You want to rotate your arms so your palms are up. Now I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and bring your arms back behind you as far as you can. Bring them back forward. Keep the palms up, because we tend to be rotated this way with our palms down, right? This is normal for what we're doing a lot of times, right? Driving, keyboard, tablet, everything is here. Rotate this way. We want to oppose that and rotate the opposite way, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. So that's a perfect example of something that you can do anywhere, anytime, that will help correct your rounded shoulders, take pressure off of your neck and your upper back and shoulders. Okay? The next thing that we're going to do is a plank. Planks are one of the best full body and core exercises that you can do. Again, highly recommended. So let's go ahead and come onto our bellies. Put your elbows and forearms on the floor. Okay? Let your hips rest on the floor. So in this position, you should be able to have, your chest is off the floor, your hips and thighs are on the floor, your forearms and hands are on the floor. You can do this at a couple of different increments. Okay? If you want to, or if that's all you're able to do, leave your knees on the floor, lift your hips, and then hold this position. Okay? Pretty quickly, if you're doing it right, you'll feel a little bit of a quiver in your belly. And that's what you're going for. That's what you want to feel. Okay? The more often you do this, the longer you're able to hold it. Anytime you need to, set your hips down on the floor, take a breath or two, come on back up. Now, if you'd like to add a little bit more extra body weight and make it a little bit harder for you, then you come up on your toes and you lift your knees up off the floor. Okay? So plant your toes, lift your hips, lift your knees, and now you have a straight line from your heels to the back of your head. You don't want to be looking down. You want to be looking straight down between your hands. That's where your eye level should be. All right? So that's a plank. All right, go ahead and come on up into a seated position. Take your feet, your ankles up underneath your knees. Let's do a little bit of deep breathing. I like to recommend that you inhale and breathe in through your nose, push out every ounce of air through your mouth, through your lips. Like everything else, the more often you do this, the more you practice, the deeper your breathing will get. So many of us are shallow breathers, okay? We don't take very deep breaths, and we're not getting the amount of oxygen into our blood and to our cells as they need to be performing in an optimal capacity. Okay, so really spend time focusing on your breathing. It's almost a meditative kind of state. Many people will say they get a rush of energy from breathing that deep because they're all of a sudden getting all that oxygen that their body wants and needs. Okay, I hope this session has been very helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Until then, hope the rest of your week is amazing.